Here we go. Give me just a second and I will get started. Probably a little bit of a quick stream. Pink. And I'll go and announce that. And let's get started. Thinking about doing a little bit of, I should do Expedition, but let's do a little bit of tournaments right quick. Curious how what place I can even get. I haven't touched them yet. Well, I guess I could get high if I wanted to, but I don't really care to. Ooh, that would be a fun team to fight. I think honestly. Try to see which team won't hopefully soft lock me. Let's go and go for this one. Would still like to use my kind of go-to team. Here we go. I also had some Theorycraft team in my head earlier today, but I don't really remember what it was now. Oh well, yeah, I think I remember. It was like a collectibles team I do want to try. Might try doing that sometime down. Actually, I think I can do it for Expedition. But I want to try something else for Expedition first. I'm going to use a little bit of a newer techie team for the time quest we have right now. We want to do this one. Go ahead and pop ultimates, like she went down there to revive. Let's go ahead and go for her. And that should heal everybody else up. Yep, there we go. Beck's feeling a decent bit better, but I'm still taking some pills for it. Although I think it was mostly just kind of like staved up. Like I'm sitting in the car most of yesterday. Probably wasn't ideal, but you know. That team is interesting, but I wasn't thinking a little bit too much for mirror match though. I have a little bit more of a hang on this one now, so I might try doing it. I don't know. Also, I'm looking forward for my back actually getting better because I have a couple Lego sets I want to build. But I just don't think with my back setting like this is a good time to break out all the pieces, put them on the table, and try to like build them. Like I probably want to wait until I can actually sit down for a lot longer period. Hit him with that. Cut down. Pop them a bit. I'd like to go for her instead, because she won't bring Basil back. Okay, kind of said they got you. Was really hoping you would be able to get your ult off, get some nice heals. I guess that works fairly decently. We have a couple things I want to build. Also been looking at some other stuff, but sadly, mostly because of Lego Brawls, which we'll be playing later tonight. But that'll probably be a separate stream. I'll probably want to stop and eat supper at some point soon. Interesting team there. Might fight them. That might be a little bit of a fun one. Although I guess to be fair, this one started making me looking at Nexo Knights again, because it looks like Nexo Knights will probably be the next thing we get. So yeah, it's definitely that. Though I'm still waiting to hear back a little bit more about that from the devs. That said, I probably won't be able to share any of that information I get back from the devs. So yeah, I guess I'll share if I ever can. But I don't know when exactly that would be. Well, I guess because I would like to share, but if I do get the information, I probably won't supposed to be sharing it. Okay, this one's already went very poorly for me. You would have thought that opening would have done lots better, I guess, because he stayed taunted the whole time. I guess I'll just go ahead and kill them off. Though not having him in his ult really hurts. Let me go ahead and pop this, so I'll just kill them. I don't really care about going for 300. Secretly just doing 10 battles and calling it there. Yeah, somebody go for them. Heal that. Go for that. Heal them more. I guess pop this. Mount. You want... Okay, never mind. We'll I'm not gonna lose that many people. I don't want to waste that many medkits. I'll just skip that battle then. Really feeling the pain of not having Santa higher. Enemy Santas are always way stronger. I feel like most people are faced with the Santa have a 7-star Santa. Kind of regretting not having that. So I am looking forward to holiday break coming back around. I'm also looking forward. I think I can get Andreas up to 6 stars fairly easily. What was it? What was my chill roster looking like? Chill things over here, Chill, there we go. Yeah, Santa, be a bit 6 stars, but he's already halfway there, so probably found both of them. Let's go back into even more tournaments. Yeah, that was the one I did fight. Probably want to use a different... I feel like the spooky mirror matches usually don't go in my favor. You know, you think you would do fairly well against them. That's an interesting one. I would go against that one, but I think that is just too much spooky on this team for Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters do really good against them. But yeah, I've been having fun looking at old, I guess, Nexo Knight stuff. I guess the theme's kind of old now. It doesn't feel like it was that long ago, honestly. Though I do remember mostly just paying attention to it during the first wave, not the second. The second was interesting to me, but I think the enemies were way cooler in the first one than in the second one. I don't really remember seeing the stuff for the third one. Like, I didn't feel like the second one lasted too long. I got one of like the big sets from it, but that was kind of it. Cut them down to size, pop one of these. Though it's kind of sad, I think because of all that, I won't be able to heal before this one's over. Okay, pop that. Get some healing going, please. Excellent. Yeah, I'm kind of excited for the Halloween stuff, especially as Nexo Knights, because Nexo Knights is a cool one that thought likely wouldn't get in. Like, I will admit, the picks for Castle have always been kind of weird to me. Like, I don't mind this stuff, but there is big ones that I would have thought would have been picked by now, such as like Forest Men and stuff such as that. Really thought that one would be like a go-to. Oh my gosh, how many collectible, how many classic space teams are here? At least there's not that many people apparently really playing, though. I mean, I can't really blame them. After I got Masako unlocked, I don't care as much. Getting to having more tile score would be nice, but like, I can settle for getting 5 tiles or whatever. Like, it's not, I don't feel too big of a rush to get to 300 anymore. Now that I got like some of those goals achieved, maybe they throw in like Royce and Lionel, it might feel a little bit more like it, but definitely not for right now. Do one of those, do one of these. Pop one of these. Though I have to remember, since I don't actually have Magister on this team, I don't actually heal because of this. So I do wonder what a team like this would be like if I got rid of Grim Hellboy and put Magister on. Especially getting the ults very early. I get Magister's ult, I go ahead and put Payback on Santa. Santa would be able to heal. I think it could be decent. I think I was thinking of a team maybe like Magister's Tower. But yeah, talking about Nexo Knights, that one's kind of interesting to me. I felt like it was like, it's kind of like being Ninjago. I think it may be more successful than Chima. I think the Ninjago fans hated Chima a lot. Maybe more so than Nexo Knights. I kind of thought Nexo Knights was enough kind of in that failed category, didn't work out as well, that it probably wouldn't get in over at least more retro, more like things. I think I might can do that one. I just think Spooky Army mirror matches aren't as good. So I'm kind of surprised they're getting in. But I will admit, I think I would like the other castle more, though saying that, I'm assuming this is going to be more enemies, if it's going to be Nexo Knights, which I did like I think more the enemies, more so than the heroes, though having like one of the Knights I think would be genuinely really cool. But I'm not kind of expecting to get the good guys in Halloween. I feel like to be more of a villains type of event. But yeah, there is definitely other castle stuff I think I want more, though I think these could have the potential to have really great cross tags. Stuff like Techie, especially both heroes would probably have Techie, and I think having Castle Techie heroes would be honestly kind of interesting. Even more healing. But I think that would be kind of cool. Possibly get some more hot stuff in there. Though the one we've shown off I think would be that, but I think most of the enemies from the first wave you probably could give them the hot tag. Very fiery-ish, some more so than others. Some of them look more gobbly, but all kind of like fire, lava. So I feel like hot would work for a bunch of their just like generic enemies, which I think would be really cool. Can't use that because you stuck him in there. This might be a little bit fun. Kelvin on a team would be a little bit different. But yeah, I think something like that could be kind of cool, so it's kind of won me over, though that's also just assuming it's going to be even more Nexo Knights stuff, because I wouldn't also say no to just a hodgepodge of like spooky, new spooky units. Well, I don't think spooky has particularly gotten that much love recently. I know some people kind of complain because they said they feel like they did, but I guess besides for Friday Night, but at least to be fair for Friday Night, it was kind of a little more castle. Also, it was castle to end Chile, so there was some other stuff walked in there. But it's also the end of the brick pace. I think most people got more of the King's Court stuff from there, so I don't think that's as bad. And we got the Spooky Army heroes, which I guess that might be a little much for some people, but that was about a year ago. Well, I guess there's definitely things in this game that deserve to get updated before Spooky again. But I don't think Spooky's as bad as some other ones. I mean, Granite City definitely needs some love. But besides that, we've got pirate stuff recently. We've gotten Ninjago, at least recently enough this year. We've got collectibles, costume stuff. And we've gotten Castle. So what that leaves, I guess we haven't gotten space, but I feel like classic space is a good enough space right now to not need more. Spooky could that's kind of out now. I don't feel too bad that Spooky is getting an update, though I do think City would have been a much more of a preferred tag to get updated by probably the majority of the people here. That would seem I would really use that. Although I think that's going to be a really hard one to decide what to actually add into there to make them usable again. Like some of that stuff's gonna be really broken. I guess you can't add gold onto that team because I mean gold can just kind of play anyways. But there might be some synergy there with gold too. But hopefully they'll pick some cool stuff. I do want to make a part 2 video to my previous list at some point, going over just breaking down to maybe the 5 things I would say would be the coolest to get added. Maybe go into like maybe 4 minifigures from each, like narrow it down a lot better. Not saying they have to pick that, but I know that might help them a little bit more too. I mean, I might even set up a poll for that. I don't know, it might be kind of an interesting thing to do. What would this community be more interested in? But yeah, I guess overall it's not that bad. Especially I think they actually added some cool, interesting ones, and like I said, some cross tags. Like I think they've done these, at least for that last step. I think they did good with that, having some mixtures there. They weren't all, I think, supposed to be really ran on the team with each other. You had a couple figs that went in well with King's Court, and you had a couple, a fig that worked in well with Spooky, with Willa. Could, I guess, technically work with Castle, though probably a little bit more of the other Spooky Castle stuff. So I mean, you might stick them on a Spooky Army team, maybe Spooky Army team with Willa as well. Stick him on a chill team, but I know people also using him plug his play on new collectibles. I don't know how well he works there. The couple times I faced it, didn't seem like he added that much. Those people have acted like he's really good there, so I don't honestly know. I can't really say for sure about that. But I like that update. That might be one of my more favorite updates they've done recently, is that one. I liked there was a little bit more variety there, and it wasn't just, I don't know, it wasn't just kind of all samey, all the same type of stuff there, which I think really added some cool kind of elements to it, since it allowed you to get some stuff for some different teams. Like, if you did get all the stuff, not saying that everybody did, but if you did get the stuff, it allowed you to build a couple of different teams out of it, or mess around with a couple of different teams, which to me, I guess, might be my biggest want in an update, is for them to add in a bunch of different things that you can like use or do. I mean, I guess it might be nice to make it a little bit more meta, though I don't know if every update needs to come with new meta. I think a lot of these things you could honestly run in the meta, maybe not exactly with the new Ultra Stall, new collectibles going on. Though, well, maybe call it new collectibles, because half the stuff I think now isn't collectibles. But yeah, there's just some stuff that you can do there, and it's kind of nice. And I like having it, like I like with this one, which I know this added a while ago, but I just now got the stuff running. But now I'm able to mess around with the new Ninjago team and Expedition, which I'm having lots of fun doing that. Let's go with here. Make sure there's no Alan on the team that would soft lock us. But yeah, if I can run something new, I really appreciate that. Like, I think that's the biggest thing in this game is I feel like I've run the same team for quite a while most of the time, which is just, I don't know, kind of really sucky. I saw people talk about on the Discord today, Classic Space. And I guess it's not like as much of a problem as it used to be, but I still find it a little bit RNG sometimes. So also you get soft lock and all this stuff. You can't use sudden figs against Alan because that will 100% soft lock it. I've been having like random soft locks now too, so that's really not helping. I think I have 2 or 3 soft locks yesterday in arena, so I just like think I got 125 gems for payout or something. I'm like, I just don't want to pay to refresh gems for it, maybe just soft lock on me again. I wasn't actually gonna make that many more gems back either, so like it really wasn't worth it. But still just facing them so much, and I'm also using kind of the same team, and it goes, I mean, not always the same way, because some of that stuff is like very RNG dependent, so maybe you can kill Alan first. Those guys are less likely now. He's gonna do some big AoE damage. But it's like, kill some of these characters, and then try to kill Alan last. He might revive some people, might not. But it's all fairly samey. And I think that, to me, has become like very monotonous. I think that's the word. Just like, kind of doing like the same thing over and over again. Kind of maybe use something a little different. But granted, I like at least swapping out non-search, and whoever else I did for Malak. Who I swapped Malak in for originally. I think I actually swapped Magisto for Malak. But now put Magisto back in now because of non-search not working. So that's been kind of nice. We can do something a little bit different there, which has been really fun, because I think you really just need to be able to change this stuff up every now and then for the game to remain fun. I think that's kind of the point of these things. You can build different teams and other stuff like that. So kind of using the same team all the time is very meh, at least to me, maybe not to some other people, but like I would love to be able to fight different teams, use different figs, use different teams. Like I really like using this team, and honestly I think it is fairly good. I mean, it definitely has some stuff that counters it, which I don't mind, but like, I feel like classic space is such a hurdle to get over, and then I guess also some stuff from it. Well, it's them and Santa, because Santa's also strong. Like, I like use this against some other teams, but Santa and or Andreas really kind of shut it down with all those debuffs they put on you at the very beginning. The heal block, maybe some disables, all the various things Andreas does. Then you might put some debuffs on somebody, face anybody with cold, they're just going to cleanse all the debuffs, and it's kind of like, what was the point of me really fighting this team? Well, something, I don't know. It felt like they disabled lots of stuff from like the other things, and I guess it's kind of going, so I would like to be able to run other stuff still. Not that like classic space is the hardest thing to beat, but I feel like a lot of people have them and just kind of run them. Like, people about new collectibles, I don't feel like I actually get to see new collectibles that much. There's also some teams that kind of run them, and I guess they are exceptionally annoying because right now they are very stall heavy. It's not like the team really even kills you, it just kind of stalls you out. It takes a while to do anything. I think that's maybe mostly Chili's fault, in my opinion, just stopping you from killing anybody. I feel like if she didn't do that, at least to the degree that she does, it wouldn't be nearly as bad. But then, like, nobody's really running the newer Ninjago, which I think would be fun to fight them a little bit. Hardly anybody's running the new Pirates. Those would be fun to fight. I think some of the new Castle would be fun to fight. I think somebody in my shot is running kind of like anti-classic space, but they have Royce on there, which is kind of interesting. Something a little bit different, though. That team heals quite a bit. You really need to have some special stuff in there to stop. I think they have Magister too, and Magister likes to give payback a bunch to Santa, and then you hit Santa and he just keeps on healing back, and then there's heals in there to heal him up more if he doesn't heal from payback and all this stuff. So it kind of becomes just a little bit hard to kill them, but I'm liking at least seeing some like different figs in there. I'm hoping this new stuff adds in the possibility for some other like newer teams as well, or some newer compositions. So it could be something a little bit more interesting. Let's quickly defeat this team. Trying to think though, who would I actually really want from Nexo Knights? So there actually is lots of really cool figs there. Mostly enemies, though. I think some of the coolest ones definitely get in the game because of the special designs. There's lots of like unique legs and other things going on. There's like a snake one. There's one with flame legs. Some with like spider legs and wings and stuff. I mean, there's like lots of stuff going on in some of the enemies, and there's just like some that are basically these little ball things. Love those guys. Like, those are honestly to me really cool. I'd love to see them in here, but I think they probably would. Oh, we didn't get our boost. Did I not use your ability, or was I already used? Oh, I used your ultimate. That's it. Here we go. Pop that. So it's kind of hard to pick. Though I might do a video of like my top 5 most wanted or something. I don't know. There's lots of videos going on there. But I'd like to record a couple sometime soon. And I also have another video I want to put up soon. You can actually remember to go in and put that into editing. I need to do that right after doing this. So let's go and fight you. But yeah, it's hard to kind of pick them out, but I think there is definitely some. Honestly, probably most of the villains would be from the first wave. It makes me some of the heroes, but I don't know, I feel like the designs change too drastically between the different waves. And I think the first wave ones look a little bit more colorful, so I probably would say go with them. I think they're just a little bit nicer overall. They become like a little bit more trans neon orange red something. That might have been a little much. But I guess out of the heroes, probably Macy, I think that was her name. She had like a giant mace club thing, so I'm pretty sure it was Macy. Because you had her, you had I think Clay, had like a big claymore. You had Lance, who had like a lance. You had Axel, who had like a big hammer or axe. I think probably was an axe because his name's Axel. Though he had like a big upper body unique piece. Kind of weird. I think probably looked a little bit better in the show though. I think that kind of probably makes him too big for it. I mean, I could do it. I think we definitely need lots of special animations, and there's people talking about doing that. But I also think they've added all 5 of the heroes, plus a couple villains, plus another. I don't think that theme was that popular to get that much love. Maybe if you did easier stuff like in Lego Brawls, probably you could get away with that. But I think in here, that would probably be too much and wouldn't really make them that much money either, sadly, even though I think that was a very interesting theme. And then you had somebody with a bow. I don't remember who was with the bow, but you had them, and I think you had like Robin, which was like a little young knight with short legs, and you had like Ava Apprentice, who was like the apprentice to the wizard. I think those would be kind of cool. And I'd say the wizard you might add in. I think it might be cool to have like a techie wizard, but I think he was always supposed to be like a hologram where he got sucked into a computer or something, like an AI. Something which I don't think he actually existed as a physical fig. So maybe putting out his like hologram screen would be honestly really cool, but that might be a little too much. I don't know. You might not need that many wizards. I don't know. Maybe he's also that recognizable central to the thing either. So you still might not really get him. Chop. Wow, you missed all 3 of those. Impressive. Unless you had like something for you clumsy, and maybe the clumsy only affects all 3 hits. I don't think it did, but who knows. I guess it might depend on how it's actually worded or structured. But I think out of those, Macy, I think the mace would be the most interesting of those weapons. Part of me really wants to try this team. It's just going to go for it. Wait, actually, how high am I? I get 4, I'm ranked 12. I can probably get up to there and get 5. So I guess like worst case if I lose this, I don't feel too bad. Not that one. Here we go. I might just complete some of those I had like left out on with another team and just continue with that. I feel like Macy would be the most interesting after that. Maybe the bow guy. I think the bow would be cool. We don't really have too many bow people, and he had like a cool techie bow. You might do some fun stuff with that, but I think Macy might be the most fun. I mean, Axel would probably also be the most fun, but I feel like there's enough special stuff going on with his animation there. Pop that. One of those. Not that. I want to go with one of these. Also, I really want my Santa to go. Well, I forgot having the wrong position on this team. I got Woo like killed over here. Okay, now he gets to go super quick. Santa gets his ton super reduced. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just go ahead and use his Christmas tree on everybody. Oh. Oh. I'll go ahead and close out of that one. I need to remember to move Santa out of that slot on there. I probably should go and put Grimhelmer there, because I forgot Andreas like always drains it from that spot, which is my Santa, which is not ideal when that happens. Though I'm probably going to refine them with just like a better team though. See how that works. But yeah, I feel like Macy would probably be my pick for hero. And then honestly, like most of the stuff would probably be from wave 1 of the enemies, though I think I could maybe do like one each enemy, then maybe one of each enemy, and Jestro would probably be one of my like go-to setups for that. So you have like a fire enemy, a rock, maybe chill enemy if you wanted it to be. Let's see, you have that. The last one would definitely be techie because it's like parasitic vampire things, but it's a computer virus that gets you. Wait, was there another spooky team up here? Huh. I would have thought that one already. Let's go and do this one. But yeah, I would say probably that. So you have nice selection, Jestro. I don't know, maybe like a spooky. Maybe give him King's Court because you have the other stuff as King's Court as well. What do I want to even use here? Do I want to use my anti-classic space team here? I want to use one of my newer Ninjago teams. I had a Ninjago team in mind. Actually, I think it was going to be maybe this. Let me see if I can remember what I was going to try to do here. Oh, sure, something a little bit different. Roger says it works out terribly for me because of speed or something. I'll put that on you for right now. Okay, that was kind of a little bit of a waste on you. I like how slow that took. Slow? How long that took. Gotta go and get rid of some damage. Okay. I guess not gonna go for you. Ow. A sword again? Okay. I would really like you to stop taking turns now. I don't know, one of these, so he stops here. I need to clear that. Can you steal it? How many times am I going to get while I can't damage the old man? Oh my gosh, we delayed his turn. Stop doing that. Maybe throw one of these on him too. Use your basics again. Can you stop taking turns, Misako? I need somebody to actually... Oh my gosh. Take it to... Oh my gosh, that's an ultimate, of course. Of course, they're back. All the damage. I can't use my Christmas tree to bring Misako back. Excellent. Love this. And they're going to pop this. Let's just go kill them. I don't know, pop that one. We've got so many stacks of time bomb too. We're just going to all die here, I think, before we manage to kill them. Somehow we came out worse on that, even though we annihilated the team. Because we got stuck attacking him 5 times in a row. He got time bombed to death. Love it. The Ninjago team, yeah, let's just find a different team though. Who was I going? I think I was going to use my collectibles anti-classic space. If I can never find them anymore now. Yeah, this one. I guess we're gonna heal you. Okay. But yeah, I feel like Macy, I think, might be the most fun one to me. I guess if we care about diversity, it adds another female in, but I don't know, I really like the Mace. Such a nice red color scheme. Bo, I think, could also be fairly interesting, all things considered. Let's go ahead and pop all of that stuff. I don't know why I'm even doing that to you. Go ahead and pop this. Get rid of all those debuffs. Honestly, wanted to go ahead and use his Christmas tree to remove all the stealth. But I don't think we're actually going to get the chance to anymore. So I guess we can use this to bring Malak back. Can you stop having guns, please? Actually, you know what? I don't know how we all got heal blocked. Oh, yay, lovely, thank you. Okay. I'm not gonna fight that team again. I guess I should do something else. Granted, I thought Lloyd would go before Santa. I don't know how everybody got heal block and everything on us. I mean, honestly, probably just classic space though. I mean, that would be the go-to probably strategy. But I don't really want to use this classic space anymore. So yeah. But for Nexo Knights, I do think there was one enemy called the Beast Master, which I really liked his design. I also liked some of the stuff he did. I mean, he had like all these different creatures under his control, which I thought was really cool. Interesting designs. I think he had more like the Globlins or something. Globlin, that's what they call the little ball creatures. I think he was supposed to be like in charge of them. And I think that was really cool. I really like that. I'm going to use a different team here. Yeah, sure. Let's use my collectibles team. I want to see how this goes because it's probably going to like get destroyed. But hey, it's a chance to use them. But yeah, I liked him. I think he would be cool. Probably have lots of really cool animations and everything on him. I mean, just because he did things really interesting. The Commander, Magmo Commando, whatever, I don't know what his name was, but something like Magmox or something. I think he was generally kind of interesting, at least with his whole design and everything. I guess you. I think he would look cool. I think there's lots of them that look really cool, and I think those could be really good. But I think there is something also to be said for putting in there some of the little bit more generic ones as well. Like you don't want all the enemies to be the big cooler like named ones. How have I not got it? I mean, I think that's messed up myself. I didn't taunt with him. I always mess up what his abilities are. We didn't think they would go kill Yuppie that quickly though.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, I guess you heal him, because he's already out of stealth for some reason. He hasn't like done enough to be out of it. They should already have the ult, I don't feel like. I guess we go with you. So much for using different team intent. Well, I mean, I also don't actually care about getting high points, so that definitely does help as well. Here, I'll pop that. Don't mess them up. Thank you for healing my demo dummy. guess keep on doing this. Take him out. I'd like to hit the other one, but I guess we don't get to. Finally, here we go. Can you stun him? Okay, I'll take that. Use somebody different, so hey, it worked out. What other teams are going to fight? There's a couple other ones on here that look like it might be kind of fun. I'd like to use some other teams though, but still some fun ones nonetheless. Don't really want to fight more than Jog. Here we go. This was, I think, one of those that looked kind of fun. Anti-classic space, anti-classic space. Here we go. I was going to use a different team besides this one as well, because I don't know, I feel like I use this one so much of the arena and other things, it's just kind of like, get something else in, please. But I do have hopes that maybe this Halloween thing won't all be Nexo Nights. I do think it would be really cool if we got in some other sort of tags or teams as well. Like maybe throw in some collectibles, too many more of those, but I thought they were too strong. I mean, well, they are very strong. I don't think they are so exceptionally strong, or I don't think having exactly more collectibles will make the collectible team exactly stronger, especially if it's like spooky. I don't think some of those will work as well with each other, so it won't really be that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and get some speed up going. I feel like the game's kind of lagging a little bit here. Okay, that's just annoying. But yeah, I think maybe a couple of those are some really cool ones there. You might could add in. I think this might be a little too much, but they also think some really cool like trick-or-treating costumed ones, like Halloween costumes. Why are you stunning everybody? Come on, let's go and kill him. Okay, that'll make it a lot easier except we'll have the whole rest of the team stunned, but hey, we somehow cleansed it. I'll take that. But it's just showing some of those. I think the one for the last update for Alumni Days, I had some stuff in there about like maybe add in what was that? I think Spider Lady or something was her name. She was oh, it kind of looked like Willa, but more spider themed. I guess it's a bat themed. Okay, they'll get that off of you. Although I guess we just need to kill them. Okay, maybe this will help. Okay, you almost died. Lovely. That got you no health back. Awesome. Okay, maybe this will. I like to learn them as much health as possible. Didn't pay attention to the time at all, though. But really. Okay, but yeah, so I think there was like Fly Guy, some other like very interesting ones. I could honestly see having like a mummy could be pretty cool too at some point. I think like would be really neat if we could get some more mummy type stuff as well. So hey, getting more in now I think would be pretty decent. I thought there was like some other teams on that had Alan that looked easier. Here we go. But just because they had Alan, I can't use Spooky against them. Scully. But yeah, there's some interesting stuff there. Video has some really cool ones remaining, though I don't know if some of them are as likely due to like the Banshee singer would be really cool. But I just don't see them doing that because of the legs. Because some stuff they mentioned before about some of the stuff being too hard to animate. I feel like we probably wouldn't see those. But I'd love to see them. I guess we're going to review that. Because I feel like they're about to try to kill you. I always feel like they want to go straight for you. Even if we have like two people taunting. It's going to pop that from you. But yeah, I think some of those could be interesting, like maybe a mix. Like I could see maybe they're already going for him, and of course they stunned him. He didn't do anything. Oh my gosh, really? Wait, Madres take a turn. I'm just going to steal all that from them. Let's do some more damage here. But yes, maybe one from collectible minifigures, maybe one from video, one from next match I think would be cool. Maybe one from something else, like I don't know what they might can all do with the added video in, so they might have some more options available to them, or like make an entirely new theme. But like monster fighters would be really cool. I don't think they could do that, although maybe one of the like ghosts from Ninjago I think would be kind of cool. I don't know if it actually would fit logically for them to be Gamma Army, but that could be like a neat way to add in like another fig for Gamma Army as well, in addition to Spooky. I think that could be a really cool one to do. I like that would be 4 figs like last Halloween. I think that could be a very interesting mixture of them. Like you have Ruiner, which I don't know, I think she's always so-so, my personal opinion. I think there's much cooler enemies, but maybe she looks more spooky. I don't know. But you could do that. So you have her. I don't know, maybe Chill. I mean, some gargoyle. Like, I mean, I guess she's not exactly a gargoyle. Most of the other enemies think that way. Was supposed to be like a gargoyle or a statue brought to life. Though only some of them had the wings, so you have to make them a little bit cooler to sell better. But maybe counted as like a gargoyle, so she gets. And then she has like really cold skin. So you do that with her. I think probably most of the video ones would just be spooky. I don't think there really was too much other stuff to add in there for spooky, though. I mean, not saying you'd want to do this, but there was a like fire-breathing dragon as a part of video. Maybe you throw. I think that was a him there. I think the female one was the ice dragon. You throw him maybe in this spooky. I don't know. I mean, I guess I feel like fire-breathing dragon would be. It's kind of scary, but it might be a little bit of a stretch there. You might could throw him in for just something different, otherwise probably just be spooky. Unless you want to add some kind of like sound or video tag, I think that would be kind of cool to all have like a team based around like musicians or something, especially if you did more stuff with video. Definitely a bunch of collectible minifigures you could add in there too. But maybe you could do that. Then, I don't know, Ninjago won't, I guess Ninjago, probably not Spinjitzu, considering some other ones don't have Spinjitzu, but like I said, maybe you throw him in there as Gamma Army as well, and that's probably lore-wise wouldn't fit, but that's another way to get another Gamma Army fig in, and I think that would work fairly decently. You do that one. And then, I don't know, we didn't want the collectibles, maybe costumes or something else. I mean, there's lots of different things you do there depending on what the fig is. But I think you just definitely do that. But there's also like some really solid techie ones too. I mean, this might be a little bit more of a stretch, but there is like a Frankenstein's monster. I think there's also Frankenstein and a couple other like evil scientists. I think one's actually called like Mad Scientist or something. Throw them into the game as well. Maybe like as a spooky techie hero. I think that can maybe be kind of interesting. Yeah, like something else into the game. I don't know if like techie needs that much more, but I mean, for the most part, techie has all of classic space. But it might be cool to have a techie team that wasn't classic space at all. I think that could be really fun to have like something to mess around with. So I definitely wouldn't be against that. So I think that could be like a really fun team to add into the game. So just something like that to get in a couple different like possible cross tags. Though I could also see this one depending on what all other stuff they also add in to the game. Like they did lots of stuff from Wave 1 of Nexo Knights. I think honestly you might get the hot tag this update. That might be a little bit premature to say that, but a lot of the guys from Wave 1 of Exo Knights, oh, it's Wave 1 and 2, the one where they're all dealing with Jestro and like the people from the Monster Book, or the Book of Monsters. That stuff, most of it, I feel like could definitely get by with being labeled as hot. So, like fire creatures and other things. So if you did some of that stuff, you could get, I definitely think, a hot team in. Or enough to maybe go ahead and start on the hot team. Like you might not do like a full thing yet. Like a full 5-person tag. We might add it to some other people as well, so you get it like throw in like 2 of those guys. That would get you at 3 out of 5 for a hot tag. Give it to Kai, Iggy. Let's see, it was Kai, Iggy, and I think Firefight to Ash, and maybe do something to the set too. I don't know if that's something they would want to do all at once, but I think that would be a really cool way to go ahead and put in the hot tag. I'm not saying it's going to happen, I have no idea, but it's just some rampant speculation that we might get. I mean, I could see them doing it, I think it would kind of fit. Though, I don't know, might do like a news video on that. Just curious what other people might be thinking. Though I also kind of want to get back from Tiny before making a video with too much speculation. Though, I mean, I'm just saying that I'd feel weird making a speculation video if I knew what we were like getting a little bit more of. But I wouldn't want to make a speculation video like that just be completely wrong. Okay, a bunch of damage. But he stayed dead, so that's nice. Like we actually killed them. And we killed them too. Excellent. So I can go back through and clear off the other like remaining ones I have like I'll get 3 points from for beating. Do that, just to finish them up. So I think that one would be kind of fun one to fight. I think they're kind of like the counter to me. That's me. Would like at least get to rank 7. For this I might even go fight them. That might be a little bit of a fun one. Yeah, here's one of them. No, honestly, I wouldn't mind even just, like I said, swapping over to Classic Space. I don't like Classic Space. Might just swap over to them for a bit. Just to finish up some of these teams with them. Then go for supper. Yeah, I think the Halloween update could be really cool. I'm pretty sure most stuff is probably going to be spooky, because I mean it's going to be Halloween. I mean I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be, but it feels like but there's a good chance probably most of that stuff's going to be Halloween related, or spooky related. Go for that. I think they would do that for you, because actually I forgot. If I use you against Alan, use a soft lock, what about having you used against my ally? That might go poorly. No, I don't want to kill you. It's like just kill some of these attackers first, though. Go for you. Although in combat they don't actually have a tank on that team, but then I just realized they do have Basil. He just hasn't gotten a ton yet. But yeah, let me know what you might be interested in for this update. I am very curious to hear what everybody's different wishes are for this. I'm surprised it did this much damage to me. I feel like I'm just playing this super poorly. Here we go. I mean, I want to heal after this. This shouldn't be happening. I guess we're just gonna kill you off. Some emergency healing going. Pop one of these. Kick him. kick him. I'll take both of those kicks. Would really like to get a little bit more healing going. Please don't kick his face off. I probably should use the big one then if I don't want you actually to hit him. Okay, we're gonna need to do a heal, but that should get me up to a good enough position. I think I mentioned this in the last video, one of the last streams, but I am very interested this season of Godzilla Battle Line. It wasn't what I was thinking it was going to be, but there's some rumors, so some people were talking about maybe it could still add some other units into it. They're doing a big Final Wars pitch, but it's just weird because one of the unit they added in from Final Wars was on the pole, but was like I think ranked 7 or 9 from the pole. Actually, maybe we should have did him. Yeah, we can pop this. It was like ranked kind of low from the pole, if I'm gonna be honest. Versus a unit that was also on the pole that was ranked I think number 4. Who they didn't add in, which is honestly kind of weird to me. But yeah, we have that, which I think is very interesting. But people talk about maybe they might be adding in the thing midway through the month, which would be kind of cool. Though I would also kind of hate it because it's going to be something that should definitely also be a 4-star unit. And I guess I need to say that honestly. I don't really want to have like a month with 2 4-stars. I don't know if this team actually gets through here, at least not the way I'm running it. Maybe I need to try this team out. Well, hopefully that ultimate shouldn't really do too much for me. Or to me. Okay, he's dead. And nope, I'm disabled. Oh, I've already used that. Yeah, of course it's not going to do anything. What level is this Masako? 5. Okay, maybe that's why she's much stronger than mine. Mine was hardly ever doing that much damage. Of course we miss, yes. Lovely. Go ahead and attack us, yeah. Okay, Andreas Think is definitely a liability here. Though he's back, and I guess now we've managed to win this. Go and pop this. Wow, his Lloyd is a lot better than my Lloyd ever is. What level is that Lloyd at? I can't even fight that team anymore now. Huh, that's why. My Lloyd literally never dodges. How much points do I have to get 1 higher? I think I have to beat 1 more team. There has to be at least 1 more team on here I can do. Let's do this. Let's go back down here to my anti-classic space team. Here we go. I'll swap you out for the lady. And just run with that. Yeah, it's just kind of weird because they might add in Monster X, which I would kind of really like for them to do because it is kind of interesting. It's definitely the more interesting way to add in another. I guess I should get that to you. Another interesting King Ghidorah type unit into the game. It's actually kind of unique, has a cool transform mechanic, all that kind of stuff. Like, really decent. But But yeah, for some reason they decided to not do that and do Final Wars Godzilla. But they're also doing stuff not only with that Final Wars Godzilla, but stuff with the Final Wars Gigan as well, which is kind of interesting to me. They're doing stuff with both of them. Like, this is supposed to be like a big Final Wars month, and they didn't go with the Final Wars unit that seems like is more wanted by the community by getting 4th place versus 7th or 9th place. Like, I feel like if I'm going to do a Final Wars month, then I'm going to go for the one that got the higher position. Also, it's like a pretty decently cool one. I thought the final form of it, Kaiser Ghidorah, I don't think is actually that cool because it's like a reskin Des Ghidorah, though I think Des Ghidorah is also kind of cool, but it's just like that in a different color. It's not really that unique in my opinion. Monster X himself, though, is pretty cool, pretty interesting design there. I like that. And apparently, I guess Malak's dead. I didn't even see him go. I didn't realize him get damaged. But as that ult typically goes, Malak just is gone. Would really like Santa to have a turn. I'd really like to bring Malak back. And of course you're disabled, so you can't even bring him back, so we don't even get full points here. Can I delay enough to keep us? Hey, you healed through your heal block. Sure. Why not? Now he kills somebody else. And I'll take that. But yeah, I don't know, Monster X is kind of meh to me. So yeah, not like one well, not, Monster X is the cool version of Kaiser Ghidorah, but I think Kaiser Ghidorah would be leagues more interesting to have put into the game than simply another, what is it? Another Godzilla. I mean, we have lots of them. I think I did get surprised by fighting one time. Not that I think it was that particularly strong, but I thought it was a different Godzilla because there's so many Godzillas. They all kind of look a little bit similar, if I'm going to be very honest with you. So it's hard to kind of distinguish what's actually attacking you there, and some are definitely worse than others, so you kind of have to watch out for that. And it's just it's kind of hard to get through with all that stuff. Like, I'd rather have like a more entirely different unit there. Also, I still want to get like a full like King Ghidorah squad. Still wish Mecha King Ghidorah was a separate unit. I think there's lots of cool abilities you could have given him separate to what King Ghidorah has, and it's kind of like a very weak transformation right now. Really wish it had been different, and I also could run them all on like the same team with each other. I think that would have been honestly very cool. Okay, go ahead and spread that. Remove that. Man, let's just go for attacks. So I need to really attack you. I don't really mind you decreasing his pep. Honestly, would love to have payback spread to Chili Fan as well. I think that would be really fun to have going. So pop wrong ability, but I'll take the basic there. Do you, because yours was only 1,000 something. And of course she gets stunned. Of course, enemy Chili never gets stunned as much as my Chili does. Though I don't know if that's like a stat thing where maybe mine has less grit than theirs. But I thought mine was fairly upgraded with gear and other things. Although I guess also fighting it normally with Mr. Gold on the team, so he just like stops it. Or he just removes all those debuffs. Okay, Malik's dead. Chili's probably dead. We're losing a lot of people here. Wait, Santa's dead? How did Malik come back? I'm gonna go and pop this. They're about to kill you, but... kill them first. Okay, I honestly have no idea what's even happening here. Just one of those type of days. And of course she's dead as well. Because I don't know what happened those last 5 attacks. I don't know. Wait, why did they both die? I guess they had time bomb on them. I don't feel like they should be dead there. I don't feel like I should have lost this fight either. Okay,